Because like usually you like count, like you let that go, and then you say, okay, well, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I do. I'm just kind of going. I don't know.
Okay, well, welcome to another episode.
Yeah, we're going to the Shrine of Winter.
Shaded Woody. Shaded Woods, Shady Woods, Shaded. Seriously, engorged testicle zombies. It's really creepy. And they're using fallen friends as weapons.
Yeah, they're not nice dudes.
I hate that show.
What?
Friends.
Friends is one of those shows, like, I've seen a couple of episodes, like, I watched it as, like, a younger child and was like, oh, this is kind of a funny, neat show. I thought we had been down this way. Oh no, we went down this way as Magic Blade, that's why.
Yes. Magic Blade. Who we're never going to play as again, unfortunately.
So, by the way, we're fighting Fluxile Sentry.
Right. We're fighting the conjoined twins.
They're not hard.
Nope.
That's such a lame attack to just throw a rock at somebody.
Imagine dying from that. Just kick him in the engorged sack.
So yeah, again, to reiterate the point that we made before, you need to defeat the 4 lords, or gather 1,000,000 souls, to unlock this door.
Not the... Wait, the door you're going to?
This door.
Oh, I thought it was to make the path clear down below.
No, it's to unlock this door.
Okay, and then what you do...
To go around the path.
Really?
Yep.
Who
Okay, so see, I went through that shrine there.
Yeah.
See, this is actually the road that I'm on right here. That was where I was over there.
So you couldn't climb over that.
So I couldn't climb over that.
Right.
Now, see, it's one of those... I get that you, like, can have an obstacle like that in a video game and say, like, hey, go kill the 4 Lord Souls, but don't do this. To, like, and say that is why you can't go through this
right.
way. Like,
erase that and just put the door in its place.
Well, erase that or put the door in its place, or make, like, some 200-foot tall awesome gate that has to, like... You know, it has, like, some super complex locking mechanism.
For 1,000 years.
And once you get up to it, like, it does a really slow unlocking animation, and, like, the doors really slowly go inwards. And
right.
Remember these guys?
Yeah. So you have to defeat demigods in order to just open a bypass.
Pretty much.
And who is withholding the ability to go through that door until you meet that requirement?
Good question.
Because obviously if you don't kill the 4 quote-unquote gods and you just have enough experience, is the door like, oh, hey, you got a lot of XP. Let me open for you.
I would like... Okay, first off, maybe that's where we're going up there.
Maybe.
Secondly, I would like to point out, this corridor here is the most obvious we're loading a new area corridor, like, I have ever seen. It lacks detail, so we can load in the detail from outside, because we're, like, in a completely new place now.
Wow. You said it was a different directing team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's showed...
Which, speaking of different directing teams, like, Bloodborne looks so good. That is, like...
Back to the roots of Demon Souls.
Well, it's not even that. It's, like, they're doing new things with it.
Uh-huh.
And it's, like, they're hitting so many of, like, my... They shouldn't be allowed to, like, know my taste so well. Kind of thing, because, like, one of the big gimmicks in that is almost all of the weapon classes in that are transforming weapons. And that is something I've always really liked, and, like, I've always wanted to see more games. Yeah, like, all of your weapons have, like, multiple forms. Okay, like, so, there's one, and it's a great hammer and a spear. And how it works is you have, like, the giant head of the hammer on your back, as, like, basically just a big kind of brick thing. But if you pull out the handle of the hammer, it's a spear. And you can then, like, insert it and twist it and pull it out, and it's the hammer.
Nice.
But, like, one of the ones, some Famitsu scans came out, and... that's like the Japanese gaming magazine.
Uh-huh.
And they revealed... So, by the way, this is a really cool opening shot of this.
That is really cool. Who's that?
It's our friend.
Hey, wait, is she in...
This castle is isolated. But nonetheless, you must forge on.
Because I'm not doing it.
To bring an end to your journey and mine.
What role does she play in this again?
We haven't found out yet.
Oh.
And now she's completely quiet. But anyway, so like some scans came out in Famitsu and showed that one of the weapons is going to be a cane, but it turns into like a segmented sword whip like Ivy's. It looks so cool. And like all of the weapons are like that. Where it's like there's the one thing and it transforms from like a cleaver into a scythe.
Oh, cool. Oh. I knew it. And you knew it too.
Yep.
Dude, elephant dudes. That's so cool. You should get at least like 2,000 souls per tusk.
Poaching souls. It's not monster. It's demon souls, not or dark souls, not monster hunter.
Their weakness is stairs.
Yeah, this is like they introduce these enemies and they give you a really easy like location to fight them.
Nice.
So remember how I told you that the golems were not original? Oh, their helm is actually kind of neat. It doesn't look like what you think it looked like. It doesn't turn you into an elephant.
Oh.
It's kind of like this weird funky hat
That's
thing.
just the thing that went over the trunk.
It looks like a couple. It looks cool with some of the armor sets.
Yeah. It could.
But when I said we were playing the DLC, that the golems.
Look up. That totally looks like Ganon's castle.
Yeah.
It? Yeah. Anyway, as you were.
I knew there were archers here, so I was being a little careful. So, but anyway, remember when we were playing the DLC and I said, it's weird for you because the golems are actually introduced in the main game and you never fight them there.
Right.
This is where they're introduced, because they're introduced as a way to solve puzzles.
The golems.
Yeah.
Yep.
See by the doorways here?
Oh, I see. You want them to become animated.
Well, because see, they don't actually turn into enemies. They just activate part of the puzzle.
Oh.
I was stuck on this part for like 20 minutes when I got here originally because I could not figure out what to do with the doors. These guys hit for a lot of damage.
I see that.
Damn it.
Come on, Woody. Don't let the Spaniards get you that easily. I don't know if that's close enough. Oh!
Yep. Because he looked like, you know how the souls normally go to me
Yeah.
when you kill them? They go to the golems instead. It's kind of neat. And that was also so you can also see too that was kind of a cool thing when you got to this area initially,
Yeah.
or when you got to that part of the DLC initially, because it was like, oh, cool, I actually get to fight the golems. Look at this
See, the
big
gate...
cool door.
the
See, like
winter
this is
gate.
what the Shrine of Winter should have been like,
Right. Oh.
except without these guys.
Order Levatos. Wow. Good job, Woody. Ooh, a translucent priest.
Well, not a priest exactly, but
Oh, a guy.
Who are you? And by whose permission do you stand before me? This castle is the domain of King Vendrick. Is your trespass?
so this dude's a straight up ghost.
Yeah.
You are a guest of our castle. I am the Chancellor.
Welligar.
Well,
Do you seek an audience with my lord?
Is he gonna take a hammer to a pump?
Unfortunately.
so unfortunately, King Vendrick is absent. He's not in the
My
castle.
lord, the king has...
Become a dragon.
The queen has taken him.
Oh, the queen. God save the
My
queen.
lord made magnificent fights.
So this is like super lore, like story
and
backstory here.
Uh-huh.
for the ages. Our king
Oops.
has watched over this land since ages long, long ago.
So basically, Vendrick did a bunch of research into the nature of souls
Yep.
The
and like
giants will
what
take
that means for the
Drangleic.
world.
Uh-huh.
The
And he
king
made a
had
discovery.
Here,
queen.
the king had a dear
Woman
queen, a
of
woman of
unparalleled
unparalleled beauty.
Long ago, the queen came to us, alone, from a faraway land. She warned our lord of the looming threat across the seas, of the giants, The king crossed the ocean and defeated the giants with the queen at his side.
So, they're talking about giants. Remember we fought that enemy, the last giant?
I do.
A lot of the lore and a lot of people believe that giants and the land of the giants is referring to Lordran.
Oh.
Now, the reason... So the backstory is, the queen comes to Drangleic and convinces Vendrick that they need to attack the giants, because the giants are a threat and they have very powerful souls. Vendrick goes to the giants and ransacks them and steals stuff from them. The items among that he steals are heavily hinted to be the four Lord Souls. So, there is a... Kind of one of the big schisms in the lore for this game is, did Vendrick go to Lordran from Dark Souls 1... and, like, kill the player character and get the souls from him?
Ah, yep.
And is that, like, the backstory? And then the Lordran, because remember how everybody in Lordran is huge? They're all giants? Then those are the giants who are pissed off at Drangleic now.
Okay.
The king
It's all coming full circle.
commandeered their power.
And then Vendrick
Created the
used the
golems.
power of all those souls to create golems.
Yep.
With the golems, the king created this castle to celebrate victory and to show his love, his gratitude.
So the
to his
manipulative queen got what she wanted through her beauty.
The queen brought peace to this land and to her king. A peace so deep, it was like
Yes.
the dark.
Now, specifically, notice when they talk about the dark in this, like, the dark is not generic, like, dark evilness. The dark is, like, a specific thing. The dark, the abyss.
Uh-huh.
Where am I? Who are you? And by whose...
So now he just kind of loops his conversation, because he's like a crazy
Welcome.
ghost.
Our
Yep.
guests are... Tell me.
But he turns into, like, if you talk to him, you can learn all that, you can, like, get that whole conversation again. But you can also buy some stuff from him, and he eventually sells you a couple things, like a couple cool things, too. He sells some arrows. He's the first guy who sells infinite repair powder
Oh, cool.
for your weapons, which is really handy. I might buy a couple of those. And he will eventually, later on in the story, if you come to him, he'll give you some really good weapons. Like,
Nice.
after you do certain events. And he's also the vendor for, like, high-level Covenant items. Where, because, like, there are some spells you can only get if you go level up in certain Covenants a lot.
Uh-huh.
But if you come to him in, like, New Game Plus and beyond, he'll sell you those spells instead of
Nice.
forcing you to level up. So here's the throne room.
Those are big thrones.
They are, and nobody's here.
Nope. Their feet just kind of hang off the edge there. They kind of just dangle.
Or maybe they are bigger than normal people. It's implied with a lot of the lore in these games, and it's a lot of, like, just the enemy appearances, too, that the more powerful someone is, like, the souls make you physically larger
Oh.
when you have more souls.
So Brock should be like 10 feet tall.
Well, no, that's more an idea to give you of, like, how powerful a lot of the stuff you're fighting is.
Oh, okay.
Like, if a human is, like, 20 feet tall, that's a real powerful human.
Yep.
So these guys are called Cyan Knights. They're, like, the trained knights of this castle. They're kind of like the, you know, the basic... they're, like, the more elite military force compared to the soldiers.
Now, are
we
they
fought
crazy or
earlier
are they
on.
just very dedicated to their job?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, 'cause-
Also, if you notice, remember the big shield we were using?
Yep.
That's what they're using, too.
I see that.
You can get all of their armor. It's pretty good and it's pretty cool looking, too.
Pretty heavy, I'm assuming.
It's not as heavy as you think. It's kind of like mid to high armor, like mid-heavy, like, you know, medium to high.
Yeah.
But it's not hyper heavy. These guys have, like, their hitboxes are, like, just annoying enough on there. Oh, come on, no. It's that, like, they have just enough range that it's kind of hard to run away from them and heal.
Yeah. And yet you did it, son. One of them is Nope, they're all statues. Okay. Never mind. They totally missed an opportunity to screw you, though.
Chicho, don't underestimate FromSoft. That was only the first room full of statues.